Hey guys, July the 15th. We thought maybe this time around we'd go on a little bit of a field trip. And you've all been on field trips and you know what the rules are. Keep your hands to yourself, your mouth shut, and do not speak until spoken to. And you'll live to see another day. So what we're up to is this. We've already started turning in the 15 into a shorty. I thought that I had the proper equipment to shorten the body, and I found out in very short order that I did not have the proper equipment, so I had to go to the big guns, which works pretty well. It was interesting to cut this thing. As I cut through, of course, when I got to the end, it collapsed, and I'm thinking to myself, well, how in the hell am I going to cut? You don't want it to collapse. Then you're cutting the ends at an angle. And this is what was left. Of course, those plugs were in the end of this. So I took the ends out, I cleaned them, and I installed it into the end that was cut, marked it, and then cut the other side, and everything worked fine. Now, what I was kind of surprised at was, I thought this stuff was all dipped. This is all raw on the inside because the thing has got runs on it. And usually you associate runs with being dipped. Well, they spray painted it, and I have to admit, I actually spray paint better than they do, but that's neither here nor there. But I was surprised about it. Really a lot of solder on this thing. So we got her cut down to size. The body is 5 inches across. The frame, which I haven't cut yet, will be, let me think, I got to run all these numbers together. 3/4 and 3/4 is 1.5 inches, and 5, that's 6.5 inches, because that overhang there from the end, as you can see, that's 3/4 of an inch. So I want it all proportional. The other thing that I was going to do on this was I was going to go ahead and mount these. These are the full size. I think since this is half size and the holes are already here, I'll bend a set of wires and we'll solder it on there. Of course, we will have to shorten the steps and we'll put that on here. And by that time, it'll be getting pretty most done. So, I'm going to use a rubber stamper. I'm going to try to. I had this one made many years ago. It says, I don't know if you can see it or not, Pennsylvania Railway, but this thing is way too big. But if I cut between the railway and the Pennsylvania, it will fit right across here where the original Pennsylvania is. So I may give that a try. It will have to be rolled. It ain't going to stamp flat. You're going to have to roll it, rock it back and forth if you want to transfer the whole figure. So that's where we're at. We're going to take and paint it, I believe, shell orange with the black dome, and the handrails, if I don't leave them brass, I will paint them black along with the ends. The ends will be black, and the center frame that it mounts on, they also will be black. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do is, I get this stuff messed up. Here are the supports. Now these were soldered to this, as you can see. They were soldered there and they were soldered there. But what I'm going to do is, of course, it will be soldered. This will be soldered to the body, but I'm going to take and drill a hole in this for a 440 bolt, and then we'll, like I said, we'll drill through just like they did here with the holes, and we'll bolt it on instead of soldering it on. So that's what we're up to. I would suggest, if you actually like doing this kind of stuff, this is well worth buying. This is a cheap chop saw from Tools. I'm trying to think what they're called. Oh, they sell, but it's all Chinese. But you can get this thing for about 36 bucks. This is a bigger size model, and I think I got it for about 80. The big one is really good. This one, it always sounds like it's got bearings going out of it. So, but it really does a good job cutting certain types of bar stock and other things. I wouldn't be without it. In fact, this tank car was the first time that I used the big one. Oh, by the way, always save your crappy tidy-whities. Best best shop rags there is, bar none. Just don't use them on the electric trains. They give a particular odor to them. But that's where we're at on this, guys. It's a hot, greasy day, and I'll probably have to treat everything that I brought outside here with oil because I think the humidity is like 98%. All right, guys, be careful. We're calling for a heat index today of 114. And I'm sure it's going to be hotter in a lot of other places. We'll talk with you later. The next time you see me, we will probably have this thing up and in the white, or it might even be painted. Honest to God, if I get off my butt and really do something, I could probably knock this out in 3 days with no problem. Actually, it'd be longer. You got to wait for the paint to harden. But anyhow, have a safe one. We'll talk with you later. Toodaloo.